without light, if you have teeth set on edge at one fell swoop, without rhyme or reason to give the justice due, if the truth were known for sure, you would have your tongue inside your head. You are quoting Shakespeare.
Even if you bid me get rid of an insect attacking, if you wish me as dead as a doornail, if you think I'm an eyesore, a laughing stock, the devil incarnate, a stony-hearted villain.
Bloody-minded or blinking idiot, then by Jove!
Oh, Lord. For goodness sake,
What the dickens?
let me know but.
It is all one to me, for you are quoting Shakespeare.
Yeah, wait. It was last Tuesday.
Whatever, I don't really care. Can you help me with it?
No, actually.
Okay, I don't really care.
Tell me, what do you need to know?
Okay, so where would people go to see plays?
People would go to see Shakespeare plays at the Globe Theater on the South Bank. Romeo and Juliet was one of the more popular plays.
How would people know when to go see a play?
The theater would fly flags that would correspond to the play being shown that afternoon.
And how would people get to the theater?
Well, they had to cross the Thames River to get to the theater.
Would there be bridges to cross the Thames River?
Of course, especially the London Bridge. It was almost like its own village. It had shops, vendors, and houses. Some of the vendors even sold rotten produce to throw at the actors at the theater. But it was also massive, spanning more than a mile wide. It also included the heads of executed criminals, and the worst crime at the time was to insult the Queen.
So, what did the London Bridge look like? Let's Google it.
Thank you so much for taking me to the play.
You're welcome. Romeo and Juliet is a good play. Would you like to walk across the bridge?
Sure, let's go.
Nuts for sale, get your nuts here. We have peanuts, walnuts, hazelnuts, even some donuts.
Would you like any hot nuts?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Fruit for sale, we have apples, bananas, lemons, watermelons, even some rotten tomatoes for the play.
So fruit sounds good. Would you like any?
I'm okay, thanks. Flowers for sale, get your flowers. Pretty flag for your pretty lady.
Would you like the flower?
No thanks, I'll get something different.
Ale for sale, get your ale here.
Is that it? I don't agree.
That's Uncle Charlie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Uncle Charlie. Man, it's hot up here. How's the weather down there? I've been up here so long that I came up with a poem. Here it is. My neck is red, my face is blue. If you ain't the queen, she'll cut off your head too.
Don't you get it? His head.
I thought that was funny.
Hey, it's me again, your proud Renaissance gal. Did you know that belief in ghosts and witches was very common? It is said that Queen Elizabeth still haunts the Windsor Castle to this day. Go star, Elizabethans!
Alright, were there any other ways that people could get across the Thames River? What if I didn't want to walk across a bridge with heads on it?
Of course, there were water taxis run by people called wheelmen. Only the rich could afford them, though. Also, women couldn't even go to plays on their own. They always had to have a male relative or manservant as an escort. You wouldn't be able to go to the play by yourself.
So, what did these water taxis look like?
I'm not sure. I didn't have that part in my paper.
Let's Google it. I can't believe I can go to South Bank alone and have to bring this thing. I can't believe she chose me!
Flowers, the lady. So, where to?
To the Globe Theater to see Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet, right? I think. Well, should we start walking to the London Bridge?
You, put your arm down. We have a very big coming to across the Thames River.
Well, nothing but the best for the best couple.
I'm the beer man. I'm here to taxi you across the Thames River. Where you two both are going.
Tweet, tweet, right, the lady?
Only where you're going to be is a dead one if you don't stop. To the Globe Theater, wow.
Oh, there's the Swan and the Rose.
Okay, never mind. We're going to see Romeo and Juliet.
Right? Romeo and
Don't say it again.
Ow, Mr. Riemann, you have a Band-Aid?
Why do you need a Band-Aid for a boat?
Well, I hurt myself falling for you.
Well, we'll cross the Thames River, that'll be 5 pennies.
Oh, 5 pennies? You'll be paying me 3. You only work 2. Well, whoever floats your boat can get it. The boat itself, right?
Toothbrushes were made of hard coral. Going to the dentist could cost you your life. Those darn Elizabethans.
It kind of reminds me of Las Vegas, but in the Elizabethan era.
People just bustle around the South Bank.
What's bustling? What did that look like? Let's Google it.
Pause. There's gambling, alcohol, and other activities such as bowling and other sports. There were also many board games people would play, such as tables, which has evolved into backgammon. Bowling was very popular on the South Bank.
What did bowling in the Elizabethan era look like? Was it like modern day bowling? Let's Google it. We're bowling!
There we go.
And then they bustle.
Pause. What about the gambling?
Well, I suppose you should talk about what they gambled with in your paper. They put many variants on traditional methods of gambling. They would bet in card games like 1 in 30, which has become blackjack. They'd also use dice games like hazard, which has become craps. Queen Elizabeth was so loved by her people, they used her as the original Queen of Hearts.
So what did gambling look like? Was it like modern day gambling? Let's Google it. Time to go back in! You cheated!
Pause. It seems like you could lose a lot of money here. It really is like Las Vegas. But you know what they say, what happens in the South Bank
Stays in the South Bank.
All of those activities are still being done today. Were there any activities that don't exist anymore?
Of course, in the Elizabethan era, there was a sport that many would find cruel today. Bear baiting.
What's bear baiting?
Bear baiting was where a bear was blinded and then tied to a pole. Dogs would be sent loose to fight this bear. People would bet on whether the dogs or the bear would win.
That's terrible.
Let's see what that looks like.
I don't think that we need to see
Let's
what's
Google it.
I'm bait, and I'm being baited.
Whoa.
Hey, who let the dogs in?
And then they bustle.
Pause. Many drunk people would get into stupid fights all the time.
So what did those fights look like?
Well, they used swords called rapiers. They were long and pointed. And the way to kill someone would be to stab them instead of slashing them.
What did a fight look like?
Let's Google it.
Hey, did you bite your nose at my dog? Did you bite your nose at my dog?
That doesn't even make sense.
Okay, let's settle by a duel.
Fine, then allow me a warning. I am a master of the rapier arts. I know the passata and the hang and the panderoso. I am slain.
You told her not to mess with me. No one should mess with me.
I have to save him! I must save him! I saved him. Good stuff. Hail for sale!
I don't care about ale much. It goes right through me.
Hey, it's me again, your pal, the Renaissance gal. Did you know that the garbage was just thrown out into the streets of London? Even poop and pee was thrown out into the streets below. It was years later when John Harrington invented the toilet, go to the John, and Thomas Crapper had not produced the Crapper brand flushing toilet yet. Those darn Elizabethans.
Is that the globe theater right here?
Of course it is.
Were there different types of seats like modern theaters?
Of course there were. People who were rich could afford the seats higher up, because those seats were considered better. They were considered better because the poor people standing in front of the stage, the ground plates, could see them.
So remember in class when we talked about bad plays and how the audience could interact and even change the play?
Yeah, if the ground ones didn't like the play, they could throw rotten vegetables and yell at children.
What was a bad play like?
Let's Google it.
There's my lady. Isn't she cute? You think I should go talk to her? Yeah, she'll love me. Juliet!
Raymond!
Honey, that's not my name.
Sorry, sweetie. Roger?
That's not my name.
Is it Ralph?
That's not my name.
Randall?
That's not my name.
Ringo!
That's not my
Hey, it's me again, your pal, the Renaissance gal. Did you know that if Shakespeare was alive today, he'd be getting over $60 million per year? That's about a quadrillion dollars over 500 years. Those darn Elizabethans.
I would be much better than those two actors.
Yeah, right. Well, I forgot to say, like, only boys that perform in plays in the Elizabethan.
That's unfair.
Well, should we look up what a good play in the Elizabethan era was like anyway?
Good idea. Let's Google it.
He just got scars that never felt a wound, but is soft. What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is sick and pale with grief. That thou her maid art more fair than she, be not her maid, since she is bit envious. Her best delivery is sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. Oh, it is my lady, it is my love. Only if she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? I will answer her. No, I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Oh, see how she leans like a sheep on her hand. Oh, how I wish I were a glove on that hand and touch that tree.
I need.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night over my head as a winged messenger from heaven, and to the white upturned wondering eyes of mortals whose gaze fall back on him as he sails on the clouds and bosom of the air.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father, refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn by my love, and all no longer be a captive.
Shall I hear more? Shall I speak of this?
If but thy name that is thy enemy, thou art thyself not to do. It is a mountain. It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to man. Oh, beast of other name, what is a name? That which we call a road, which shall speak of any other word. So Romeo would he not Romeo called? Retain that dear reflection which you owe, thou hero. Romeo, stop thy name. For thy name, which is no part of thee, give all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me beloved, I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I'll never be Romeo.
Where thou beseeching knight to stumble to my counsel.
By name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I written, I would tell the word.
My ears not in German, under thy tongue utter, and feel the sound. Art thou not Romeo? Ought to?
Neither fair maid and neither thee dislike.
First thou love me, know thou wilt say I, and I will take thee as a man. Yet, if thou swearest, thou may prove false. A lover's pretense, say jewel clouds, O gentle Romeo. If thou dost love, pronounce it faithful. And Lord, if thou makest strength and prove the one, I will found, keep reverse, and say thee nay, else not below. But thou overhearst, ere I was aware, my true love's passion, so dark and perhaps.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I
I
vow.
swear I love you, and constantly, one may change in your search for, whom I love my life of forever.
What shall I swear by?
You have swear it all, or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the God of my
If my heart still love.
Oh, do not swear. Although I join thee, I have not joined this conflict. It's too rapid, untried, too sudden. Red lightning, dark peace, fair one's way, it lights, sweet midnight, it's but love, and brightness and breath, you just follow the next me.
Juliet!
I hear no other then, adieu, I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. I am afraid of its being night, and it is all a dream, too clever and sweet to be substantial.
3 words to Romeo, make good night indeed. You stop at post marriage, send word to you tomorrow. Write me word, and will perform right. And I'll prefer to come to you. Good night, writing to sweet sorrow. They say good night, till tomorrow.
May the peace of Allah be upon you, most esteemed representatives of the great cities of the world, bastions of light strewn as the stars in the perpetual night of the wilderness. Milan! Do you guys know what signature is? All right. London! Paris! Venice! Madrid! Genoa! And Florence! Peace be upon you, my brothers. I am Ibrahim Pasha, but a humble man of modest capacity. But even as tallow might burn brightly when touched by the flame, I bring you the light bearer, the flame of civilization, Suleiman the lawgiver.
Good morning to my loyal and trusted advisors, to the great people of these lands. Welcome to the great fair. I open the gates of Bosphorus to you. Send me your shrewdest merchants, your greatest actors, of whom we just saw, your most cunning artists, so that we may celebrate the greatness of this time. My fellow advisors and I will be watching you closely. We'll be observing and judging your work, your performances, your creation, your contributions to our great society. Those of you who stand out among the very best will form new alliances, strengthen your trade, and be celebrated richly. Those of you who do not may find that your end is unpleasant. As you have seen, I am a powerful leader of the military. Very powerful. You too may end up on a box, should you challenge me and not reward me with the riches with which you create. I wish you well as you enter this great fair, for there is much to celebrate. There are many people in this room who have put together this tremendous experience in which we shall enjoy, we shall celebrate, we shall have fun over these next 2 days. Let us take great joy in this. Now I introduce to you the most powerful woman of our time, Roxalina. You will be wise to heed her words.
Welcome to the great fair. I too, like many of you, was once a stranger in this foreign land, but I was able to impress the Sultan with my quick wit. The city that convinces us of their commitment to learning and shows great pride in their city will have the honor of dining with us tomorrow. I am eager to learn more about your city and the ideas that you have about the partnerships that we may form between our two lands. Enjoy.
At this time, it would be prudent for each of the citizens to gather in their respective cities